Have you ever heard of a left-handed judge? Well, there was one named Ehud who lived in a time when the Israelites were oppressed by the Moabite king. Eglon, for 18 years, Ehud led his people with an iron fist. He squeezed them like a sponge, taking everything he could from his subjects. But the Israelites cried out to God for help, and God heard their desperate pleas. So he gave them a right-handed King Ehud, who was about to teach Eglon and his army a painful lesson they'd never forget. Now the Israelites were crafty, but they also had a sense of humor. When Ehud went to deliver a message to Eglon, they sent their best comedian Barak to go with him. As soon as Eglon saw Barak, he burst out laughing. The king's court was in an uproar. No one could stop him from cracking jokes and making fun of the king. And as the king's laughter subsided, Ehud delivered his message, telling Eglon that he had a gift for him from the Israelites. When the king heard this, he immediately perked up and said, "Bring it in." The two men looked at each other. They'd been sizing each other up since the moment they met. But now it was time for action. While the guards were distracted by Barak's antics, Ehud pulled out a dagger with his left hand and plunged it into King Eglon's belly. The dagger handle was just the right size for Ehud's hand, and he pulled it out with ease. The king let out a roar that shook the palace as blood gushed out of his wound. Ehud didn't stick around to find out what happened next. He made a run for it, leaping over the palace wall and escaping into the night. Now, you might be wondering, why did Ehud kill Eglon in such a messy way? Well, the answer is simple. He was left-handed, and he could undraw his sword with his right hand, because it was his offhand. So he had to get up close and personal with his dagger, which was much smaller than his usual sword. But it didn't matter because he was a skilled fighter, and he knew how to use his left hand to its full potential. Ehud's actions saved the Israelites from their oppressors, and from that day forward he was known as the hero who took down the Moabite king, even though it wasn't exactly a clean fight. So remember, no matter what weapon you use, it's all about how you use it. Sometimes a little creativity can go a long way. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.